Good evening. I'll tell you a plant I love, hydrangeas. They don't need too much light, which can be useful in the urban sprawl of Cardiff. They dehydrate easily. They're just more comfortable in the dark. Let's meet the teams. On my right, Rob Croot, an IT analyst who collects late 19th and early 20th century Torquay pottery. Emma Croot, a PhD student who has grade 6 in classical guitar. And their captain, Liam Croot, a research executive and lover of reality TV. All members of the same family, they are the Croot family. A family team.
Yes.
How, Liam, did you get to be the captain? Are you, do you think, the most authoritative?
Yes.
Do they do what you tell them?
Yes.
Which of the three of you is the best quizzer?
I am.
Excellent. Why have you even brought them with you?
Numbers.
You are playing tonight on my left. Nash Zobbo, a junior doctor whose first job was at the hospital she was born in. Phoebe Watts, a postgraduate music student and mezzo-soprano. And their captain, Jonathan Paxton, a TV platform controller who shares his birthday with Dolly Parton. United by their enthusiasm for Sherlock Holmes, they are the Irregulars. Jonathan, who do you think has been the best Holmes on screen?
It's Benedict Cumberbatch.
It's Jeremy Brett, right?
He was good. He was very good.
I mean, I love Benedict Cumberbatch, but Brett, which is your favourite Sherlock Holmes story?
Hound of the Baskervilles.
Excellent. Good luck, all of you. Thank you so much for coming to play. This is the last opening heat of the series. Irregulars, you won the toss. You were going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
We'll open with Horned Viper, please. Victoria.
OK. You will see 4, apparently, random clues. Something connects them. What is it? Time starts now.
Lola is sung by the Kinks.
Yeah.
Should we go next? Next, please.
Cinderella's stepsister.
Who, sorry?
Cinderella's stepsister.
OK. We're going to need more, though.
No, yeah.
Next, please. Narcissus fell in love with his own reflection. It's a flower, isn't it?
In love with Apollo.
Yeah. One more, yeah. Next.
A rapper.
Let's see, I can't see Cash is a tennis player.
2 seconds.
Have we got anything? We're going to say flowers.
Not it, I'm afraid. So a bonus chance for you, Croot family.
What do you think? We'll have to say pink.
Pink is not it. Now, this is a very tough opening question because it requires both only connect skills of knowledge and lateral thinking. This is about their partners. So, you get the stories of Charlie and Lola, Oscar and Lucinda, Echo and Narcissus, Tango and Cash. They have partnered with people who share their names with...
NATO phonetic alphabet.
It's our old friend, the NATO alphabet.
Yes.
So you needed the knowledge and the ability to find it in your minds, which is tricky when it's literally the first question you've ever played here. Croot family, what would you like for your own question?
We'll have 2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Not seeing anyone. No.
Maybe Doctor Strange.
OK, next.
These has to be things that are done, probably.
OK. Next. Still dressed as Lord Nelson. Getting anywhere?
Still no ideas.
OK. Next. It's going to be an artist. Who's a performance artist?
These could just be things.
2 seconds.
Say these are things that have happened on the 4th plinth of Trafalgar Square.
They are things that have happened on the 4th plinth. It seems that you were guessing randomly, but no. You see, it was nestling somewhere in your mind, even if you didn't know it. Did you think you recognised any of the clues?
No.
Well, these are things that artists or performing artists or activists have done on that 4th plinth. It was 2009, for 100 days. People could step up for an hour and do something, and these are things that are done. Can you tell me any of the things that happened on that 4th plinth, apart from these 4?
The one that really sticks in my mind is the guy that just stood there naked.
I wonder why that sticks in your mind. There was another one. It was at 3 in the morning where he was dressed as a referee, just blowing a whistle and handing out red cards. Quite fun. What would you do, Liam, if you were on the fourth plinth for an hour? What would you do there?
I think I'd probably sing All This Time by Michelle McManus.
I'm sure that would be delightful.
It will
Should
be.
we have a go now? Just in case Liam never makes it to the fourth plinth. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
This time yesterday, I thought I was gonna die.
I'm going to stop you there because I started dancing along as you sang the words I thought I was going to die. It felt inappropriate. Absolutely lovely. Well done. 1 point to you. Irregulars, what would you like?
We'll go Eye of Horus, please.
Eye of Horus. It's the music question, as if we hadn't had enough beautiful music. It's the music question. What do these clues have in common? Here's the first.
I always said it could, and I never thought it would. Does it look so pitiful? I'm thinking that it should. And now it's almost
Next, please.
here. My heart is reaching for you, and my love is getting stronger. There's an
We'll go next, please.
Oh,
That's
just
the
a minute.
waltz, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's minute.
Minute.
Can't wait another minute, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Minute.
An unusual early buzz in the music question. Pays off. Minute is the connection. You didn't need to hear, it only takes a minute. That would have been the fourth clue. What did we hear?
Obviously 5-star, it only takes a minute. No, sorry, I can't wait another minute.
That's right.
And the minute waltz.
Minute waltz, which takes how long to play?
Oh, probably 2.5 minutes or something.
It's about a minute and a half, yeah. However fast you play it, you can't get it much faster than that. And the first one, do you know?
We don't think we have a clue now.
Think for a minute, the House Martins. Okay. I'm glad to see, Nash, if I heard you correctly, you recognised it from just a minute.
Yes.
It's always nice when someone's frame of reference is Radio 4,
Yes.
I think. It's very civilised. Well done. 2 points to you. Croot Family, what would you like?
Water.
Water. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
Who is it?
Baseball player, I don't know who.
Could be Babe Ruth. Next. Okay, is that
Waldorf or Statler from the Muppets.
Okay. Next. So,
Ow.
oh, plans and Waldorf. Could be like something to do with salads or sandwiches or... We'll go next. Okay, next. Caesar. We can do salads.
Salads, yeah.
Salads.
Is the right answer. What are we looking at?
We've got Caesar and Waldorf. We weren't sure about ploughmans.
Ploughman's, I challenged that myself earlier on because I said, dude, that's like a ploughman's lunch. Where's the bread? Apparently, it's a salad-focused version of the ploughman's lunch without bread, which, in my view, is an abomination. And the first one?
We don't know who that is. I guess it was Babe Ruth for baseball. Probably
No.
not.
It is the Detroit Tigers player, Ty Cobb, a Cobb salad. All share their names with salads. Well done. Irregulars, what would you like next?
We'll go Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Sex and the City.
Films,
Okay, this is
three
film,
films,
TV.
TV series.
Okay,
Yeah.
next, please. Donald Trump makes an appearance in that, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, but we're going to need more.
No, not yet.
Next, please. Yes, it is, definitely. Guest appearances by Donald Trump.
I mean, that's very, very good. Would you like to suggest something for the fourth clue?
I don't know, the presidential election in 2016?
Oh, yeah, we went with the Bobby Brown video for On Our Own. Oh. That's very impressive. I mean, I can only assume you're a real fan.
Oh, I knew he was in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. That's a famous thing. And there was a clip of him with Jimmy Greaves doing the Rumbelows Cup draw.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They did a special from New York in Trump Tower or something, and he was invited on as a guest.
It's weird, isn't it? Oh, I didn't know it took place in Trump Tower. I'm rather sorry. I imagine he came over and went to the studio for St and Greavesy. Very impressive quizzing. All manifestations of Donald Trump cameo appearances. Croot Family, one question remains, a lion question. What do these clues have in common? Here's the first.
Chair.
Okay, next. Familiar? Some specific.
Health advice.
Okay, let's go next. Bit of herbs, going to be a word thing.
Biblical, is it?
Up
They're
next,
just old wives' tales.
eating unleavened bread. Oh, these are unusual causes of aggression, I think.
Okay.
I think these have been given as sort of bizarre explanations for, like, kind of aggressive behaviour.
Right, I want to say you must have met my family, but this is absolutely not the answer. Irregulars, do you know?
Things to do with Passover?
They are features of a Passover Seder. Very well done. Now, this is not to say that once the Seder is finished, aggressive behaviour doesn't break out. You're a family team. You know what I'm talking about. You know, these things can happen within families, but technically, there's no aggressive behaviour during this bit. It's the Passover Seder. Did you recognise mainly the last clue?
Mostly, yeah, the unleavened
That's
bread.
matzah, that's the famous one. The bitter herbs, the maror, 4 cups of wine, and reclining. They ask the question, why tonight do we lean? Other nights we sit up straight, why do we lean? And then, you know, everyone sort of debates this sort of thing on a Passover Seder, the traditional symbolic meal which is had at Passover. That means at the end of round 1, the Irregulars have 5 points, the Croot family have 2. On to round 2, the sequences round. What comes forth in a sequence? Irregulars, you'll be going first again. Please pick a hieroglyph.
Start with 2 reads, please, Victoria.
2 reads. You'll be seeing the first in a series of clues. What would you expect in 4th place? Time starts now.
Michael, that feels like somebody short or something,
Yeah.
then, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Next, please.
Morgan.
Michael, Morgan Freeman, Mr. Morgan. We're going to need it on.
Yeah.
Next, please.
What happens if you reverse the letters?
No.
Michael Morgan Jones.
Somebody Morgan. I'm looking more surname. Who's Morgan? Oh, lad, are they Labour?
Yeah.
Yeah, so is it Welsh First Ministers? Who's fourth? Who would be the next one?
I have no idea.
Davis Lab.
And the first name?
David.
There we go, maybe it's Hugh.
Yes, possibly Gethin.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Croot family, do you know?
Foot Lab.
Foot lab.
That's not it either. You were closer because you know they're Welsh. You're absolutely right, and I'm impressed you know this is a series of Welsh First Ministers. The lab indicates Labour. Current First Minister of Wales? Nope.
Terrible knowledge, I'm sorry.
Nope. Anyone on the crew? Who's the First Minister? Drakeford Lab. Mark Drakeford is the current First Minister of Wales. Croot family, what would you like?
Horned viper, please.
Horned viper. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Maybe it could be pH scale. 0 is red. Ketchup's red. Do you want to go next? Next. Could it be Weight Watchers points? Next. Oh, is it what's in a Big Mac? Could be 3 bread because there's a slice of bread. 3 bread.
Is an acceptable answer. Very well done. What is this sequence?
We think it might be parts of a Big Mac.
It is parts of a Big Mac. And this is what you get. There's no ketchup. You get the sort of special sauce, don't you? 1 slice of cheese, 2 patties, and 3 bits of bread or bun. Well recognised.
Thank you.
Back to you, Irregulars, for a choice.
We'll go Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted flax. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Seraphim. I'm thinking Harry Potter.
I was thinking of Parker Hamill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we go next?
Dragonflies. Angels, Dragonflies. Is it a book series?
Next, please.
Birds. Dragonflies. Do they have a number of wings?
It's not swallows. And
Angels have 2 wings, dragonflies have 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
4, 3, 2,
wings
so
things.
something with 1 wing.
1 wing.
2 seconds.
Yeah, something on 1 wing.
An injured bird,
For what reason?
because it might only have 1 wing.
That is not the answer, I'm afraid. Croot family, do you know?
A human being?
And why would that be?
Because they have 0 wings.
I mean, you know. I'll accept that answer. I'm afraid we're looking for no wings. So how does this sequence work?
So a seraphim has 6 wings.
That's right, the seraphs had 6 wings, each, of course, not all the seraphim together. One seraph, 6 wings.
Dragonflies 4. Birds
That's right.
usually 2, unless they're injured.
Yes. I mean, technically, you see, that's wrong for 2 reasons in a way, because it would still have 2 wings, even if one of them was injured. But we're taking 2 away each time. So something with no wings. We went with Nando's with supply chain issues. Or we could have said KFC. Do you remember when KFC did have supply chain issues?
I do.
It was amazing. This was in 2018. They changed supplier. So there was this company, Bidvest, that always supplied the chickens to KFC. And they were undercut by DHL, the couriers. They said, oh, we can do it for a lot less. And so they changed suppliers. And DHL had not begun to imagine the volume of chicken you had to supply. It took a week for it to fall apart. Within a week, just KFC all over the country, there was just no chicken. And they gave the job back to Bidvest, who are the specialists. So well done, you get the bonus and your own question. What would you like?
Let's have the water, please.
Water. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Excitable Georgian lady, any ideas? Okay.
Might they be liable to faint?
Let's go next. I was wondering which trial victim. Who could it be?
Oh, I know. These are characters in Ghosts.
Okay.
But I don't know which way we're going.
Do you need another clue?
Yes.
Oh, next.
It's Stone Age Man.
Is that the answer?
Stone Age Man.
Okay. Stone Age man?
I'll accept that answer. For what reason?
These are characters in the sitcom Ghosts, going backwards in time.
Exactly right. We've got a caveman who can cause electrical problems, but that's the same as a Stone Age man. Yep. Absolutely right. You a fan of that sitcom?
Yes, absolutely love it.
Well recognised. Oldest ghosts in Ghosts. Well done. Back to you, Irregulars. What would you like?
We'll go lion, please.
Lion. What would come forth in this picture sequence? Time starts now.
Okay, looks like part of that
Part of the
pie
circle,
chart. Like
a Lego.
yeah.
It's like a road symbol.
Yeah. Next, please. Okay.
What's it the logo for? Is it a computer? I don't recognise it. Green at the bottom, then blue.
We'll go next, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want it blue,
Oh,
blue,
and then blue.
Same with the blue on the right, yeah. We think it will be completed by a blue segment on the right.
To make what sort of thing?
A logo.
A logo.
That's absolutely right. It is the G of Google. The blue segment comes in to complete the G and make the logo of Google. Very well done. Last question of the round for you, Croot family. It is the Eye of Horus. How would you complete this sequence? Here's your first clue.
When the United Arab Emirates? Don't know.
Next.
I have no idea about that either.
6 counties.
Oh yes, 6 counties of Ulster. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the sequence help? Do we go next? Queens of 5 boroughs. That's
boroughs of
5
New
boroughs of New
York.
York. So what's something divided into 4?
Something divided into 4.
Okay.
Let's say England of the UK.
I'll take that answer. I mean, you could phrase it a little bit differently, looking at the other clues.
Oh, England of 4.
England of 4 is how you might put it for the exact mirror. What is this sequence?
Things divided into the sort of regions they're in, how many there are of them, and the first word is just an example of it. So that's Queens of New York City.
Exactly.
Tyrone.
And which one have we chosen? Do you know?
I'm going to say the most populated.
It's actually the largest.
Ah,
So
phew.
Abu Dhabi is the largest of the Emirates, Tyrone the largest of the counties of Northern Ireland, Queen's the largest borough in New York, and England the largest of the home nations. That means at the end of round 2, the Irregulars have 7 points, the Croot family have 9. Time now for the connecting wall, and Croot family, you'll be going first this time. So please choose lion or water.
Can we have water, please?
Yes, you can. 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
3-ring circus.
Flea circus.
Flea circus.
Flying.
Travelling.
It's going to be another.
slump and dip are similar things.
Slump, dip, fall, drop, no, decline. Yes. Right.
Media circus. Can we try that?
Media,
3 ring,
3 ring, flying.
flying and travelling.
Amazing. Right.
3 lives, plenty of
There
time.
aren't really names, so there's probably some
Maybe
kind
it
of word
starts
thing.
with that. Pistorius starts with pasta. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see any others
No.
though.
Killing Eve. We have a train tunnel.
There's like the Killing, the Fall, the Wire. They're all shows.
They're
but
all
the-
TV
so what's
shows.
the other one, and what's the other group?
The Shield is the other one.
Great. So what's Flea, Entwistle, Tunnel, and Pistorius?
Entwistle, John Entwistle, bassist with the Who.
Oh, Flea's a bassist in Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're bassists.
I don't have anything else to offer, so yeah.
Right.
Why not?
Let's do it. It's not that. Okay,
Killing, Fall, Wire and what?
So the tunnel, I suppose, is the next obvious one to try.
maybe, yeah. Or we could go with the bassists if we don't get that right. So Shield, Pistorius, Entwistle, and Flea could all be bassists.
Yeah.
Right, let's
One
try
more
and do
life.
the bassists' direction. We've tried Shield, haven't we? What's the surname? Wire?
Wire.
Is anyone's surname
Are
Wire?
we sure we want to stick with that? Do you want to try thinking about something else in the last few
I
seconds?
don't know. I think it's our best shot.
Okay.
Yay!
You've solved the wall. Very well done. What about the connections? Tell me about the first group, dip, slump, and so on.
They're all sort of synonyms of each other, like falls.
Exactly so. And the next group, travelling, flying, media, 3 ring.
They're all circuses.
They're the circuses. And the next group, Flea, Entwistle, and so on.
We think they're bassists.
They are Nicky Wire from the Manic Street Preachers. That's the one that held you up. And the last group, Killing, Fall, and so on.
You can put the in front of them, or to make TV shows.
To make TV shows. Do you want to be more specific?
No.
Crime shows?
Yeah, they
To
were
make
fine.
TV crime shows. Exactly so.
Great.
So that is all the connections as well. And the bonus, you've got the maximum of 10 points. Time to bring back the Irregulars, give them the other wall, the lion wall, and see how they get on. You've got 2.5 minutes to solve this wall, starting now.
Okay, so we've got Hugh Grant films there somewhere.
Yes.
Maurice the Cat, any other cats?
Acid,
Acid.
Argentine tango,
dances,
Brandenburg Concerto.
music. Go for the films,
Should we get rid of the...
music and lyrics.
Yeah, the Hugh Grant, there's another one in there somewhere then, okay?
Extreme
I'll
measures.
go through them.
Kind of sounds like a film.
Who's in
We've got some.
two? You want to go?
Let's take out Notting Hill.
Yeah. There's some gates in there as well,
Yeah.
but we'll come back to that.
Brandenburg
Okay.
Gate, Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, Brandenburg Gate,
Golden Gate, Brandenburg Gate,
Notting Hill Gate.
Notting Hill Gate, Cloud Gate.
Go. Yeah, try it. Yes.
Yes.
Acids.
Okay.
Space.
Got
What?
the
Space
amazing
Sulfuric
Cowboys.
acid. Sulfur begins with a sulfuric has got sulfur in it. Lead,
Awesome. Yes.
argent, which is
Is there a word one in there with toka?
Toke has got to be something, hasn't it? Yeah. To change it to Joker, or is it an anagram? Troke.
Space Cowboy.
Music and
songs.
Lyrics was a film. Space Cowboy.
And Paddy, there's definitely Hugh Grant films in here somewhere. There are 3.
We'll just say all three. Sulfuric awesome.
There we go, that's
Yes.
Hugh Grant,
Okay.
3 lives now.
So, there's lead, there's sulfur. Have we got anything else?
Space. Pomp.
Have we got any other Sydney Wayne?
Arson isn't it? Arson? That's not it. No. Arson? No.
You've solved the wall. Very well done. But do you know why? Let's have a look at the connections. Tell me about Cloud, Notting Hill, and so on.
These are gates.
They're all gates. And the next group, Morris or Maurice, Paddington 2, and so on.
They're all films starring Hugh Grant.
Exactly so. And Morris is an adaptation of the E.M. Forster
Yes.
novel. And the next group, sulfuric or sulfuric, Argentine, and so on.
We're seeing chemical elements hidden in there.
Yeah, they're just related to chemical elements, is all it is. Sulfur Argentine, meaning silver,
Yeah.
leaden, arsenious, containing arsenic,
Yeah.
relating to the elements. And in the last group, Pompetus, Toka, and so on.
We'll say American.
Nope. I heard you say the word joker during the wall. It's the Steve Miller Band. I'm a joker, I'm a toker, I'm a
yes.
midnight smoker. lyrics from The Joker by the Steve Miller Band. But you solved them all. You gave me 3 connections. That's a total of 7 points. Let's see how that affects the overall scores. The Irregulars have 14 points. The Croot family have 19 points. And if you're going to be singing The Joker to yourself quietly in the shower for the next month, why don't you come on the show? Go to the website bbc.co.uk/onlyconnect to find out how. But we are going to play the Missing Vowels round. Fingers on buzzers teams. I can tell you that the first group of disguised clues were all eaten by the very hungry caterpillar. Croot family.
4 strawberries.
Exactly. Irregulars.
A lollipop.
Delicious. Irregulars.
Slice of Swiss cheese.
Correct. Irregulars.
Sausage.
Delicious. Next category, merged animals. Croot family.
Bumble beetle.
Well done. A tricky one, it's swandering albatross. Next clue. Irregulars.
Porcupine martin.
Well done. Irregulars.
Squirrel elephant.
Well done. Next category, platitudes. You should all know this one. There's no I in team. Irregulars?
The best things in life are 3.
So they say. Irregulars.
Popular most valuable last.
I'm afraid that's not it. I must take a point away. It is the hideous people are our most valuable asset. But that's it. It's the end of the quiz. Looking at the final scores, the winners with 21 points and straight through to the next stage of the competition, it's the Croot family. Irregulars, you finish with 19, a very close one. You nearly did it. You simply have to win another game to get through to the next stage of the competition. Thank you all very much for playing. Thank you for watching. And before we go, I've had a lovely letter in from John in Oxford, who says, "Dear Victoria, love the show, big fan. My neighbour has a gate on which he's put a sign reading, 'No parking, gate in constant use.' Now, I've pointed out the gate is not in constant use. He comes out of it in his car or returns at most 4 times a day. It should read, 'Gate in occasional use.' He says, no, the gate is in constant use, as for the majority of the time, that use is as a barrier to unwanted access to his house. To which I point out that me parking my car in front of it only enhances the gate's efficacy of preventing access to the house. So while constant would be correct, the officious directive not to park makes no sense. He says he'll take this to the highest court in the land, which when it comes to pedantry is surely only connect. So who's right? Although it's a moot point now, as the mounting legal bills meant I had to sell the car." Well, I'm sorry to hear that, John. Good night.